All right, what's going on? How y'all doing? Welcome to another edition of the CMB Radio Show. Let's talk, aka Play by Play. I'm your guy, Chris P here. Yeah, I had to set the tone because I ended up changing the lights out. How y'all doing on this lovely rainy Saturday evening? The weather sucks today in Northwest Indiana. Um, we have a big event actually this weekend. It is the West Side Alumni Weekend. We have it every year where a lot of people have a lot of these events and picnics and things like that. And a lot of classmates get together. They ain't seen each other in years. They haven't spent time in years or actually looked at each other since they graduated from high school. So bear with me for a half. We're going to actually do this for about an hour. Um, my co-host, bar artist, aka Busy B, will not be in attendance tonight. He do have some things to do this evening, so send your prayers out to him and wherever his travels is. I hope he has a great day. Without no further ado, of course, we had her on the show last time, and we had these conversations last time. These were very good conversations. For those who do not know, this is the relationship conversations from a male and female perspective. I am going to go ahead and bring out the lovely Rolanda Crawford to the CMB Radio Show.
Hey,
Rolanda, what's going on?
nothing much. What's up?
I can't call it. I'm chilling today. I kind of did a little something different. I said, I'm going to turn my blogger light on today and change the
I like it.
colors.
I like it.
Yeah. To set the tone of everything, So
Yes.
just to set the tone and, because I know for a fact what we're getting ready to talk about, some things might offend people, which we have had before. Some
Uh-oh.
things might trigger a little bit of PTSD.
Hey, well, I'll drink
so,
to that.
before we get started, I am going to tell you happy birthday today.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Thank
It
you.
is Leo season, y'all.
Yes, it
Y'all see
is.
my face. It is Leo season, y'all.
The biggie.
I have not heard the end of it since
Hello.
July 23rd.
Hello. And
And
what's
it's just
crazy is that's my sister's birthday. So shout out to my sister. We 9 years apart, but 3 days apart. So yeah.
okay. Shout out to your sister.
Yeah.
Happy birthday as well. I see
Yeah.
Kim already in the comments about to get ready to start cutting up. Happy birthday.
When is
Lit
Kim's birthday?
August the 19th.
Period. Happy birthday, Kim. Big Leo, not the little one.
Mm-mm. And then the twins' birthdays. My daughter's birthdays are August the 14th.
Oh yeah, so August for you is like July for us, because July is
Mm-mm.
busy for us.
And then my son's birthday is August 23rd. He's the only
Yeah.
Virgo that I have, but
Yeah. Virgos are cool though. Virgos are
yeah,
cool.
they are. They are. So happy birthday to all the Leos out there. All you
Yay.
roaring lions who like to roar.
We don't play. We don't play.
All right. So let's go ahead. You ready to get started?
I'm ready.
All right. I'm also going to keep you for about an hour today in due respect of your birthday today. So we're not going to do 2 hours. I said I'm going to grant her an hour because I know she's out here and she wants to enjoy the time with her family. And it is her birthday. So
Thank
let's
you.
get
Thank you. I'll
started.
let them know dinner pushed up an hour.
Got you. Got you ready to go. All right. So we're going to get started. It was something that I heard on the radio about, I want to say 3 days ago. Me and my girl was listening to V103, and we was listening to the Sweat Hotel with Keep Sweat,
Okay.
and he kind of brought up something that kind of actually was very very interesting, and he said something about do you think a rebound relationship is good? You know,
Mm.
and when he said it, I was like, I got to run with this one because this is actually pretty good. So, first of all, rebound relationships. Have you ever dated somebody that was on the rebound? That was the question. Have you ever dated someone that was on the rebound?
Have I
Uh,
ever dated? Ooh.
have you ever dated somebody that was on the rebound? And I thought about that and I was like, I mean, I've dated somebody on the rebound. It kind of didn't end well, but it was, yeah. When you had somebody on the rebound, like you could have been in a relationship with somebody, ended up splitting up with them, and they
Right.
was the rebound of the relationship.
Right.
Do you think these things work? Because I'm gonna
No.
be honest. Yeah, I'm about to say no.
Hell no. I mean, I don't know if I can cuss on here, but no.
No, no. Go
Because
ahead. No, no, you can.
because
Go ahead. Go ahead. We did.
let me
Hey, look. Go ahead. This CMB
let me
radio.
say why
Ain't no
not, right?
punches.
Let me say why not. First of all, if y'all saw the last one, y'all know I believe in honesty, right?
Mhm.
So I believe that you should make it clear that you're not looking for necessarily anything serious. You just got out of something, blah 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 blah, right? If somebody was to say that to me, then I know they only looking to have a good time and not a long time.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I'm not even about to be looking at it like, oh, this is about to be, you know, the one stop shop. This about to be the whole, we going the long way, right? Now, with that being said, have I ever been part of a rebound relationship? I don't know, because anybody that come over here, they love it here.
Here we go. She's finna start preaching, y'all. Here
So
she
I
goes.
don't
She finna
know.
start.
You know what I mean? Like, it could be that could be the intentions, but that wasn't necessarily said to me. So I don't know, but I don't think if you're going into something with the intentions of it being a rebound, it's not going to work. No,
Okay.
because
In
you're
my
not looking at it to be something serious.
in my opinion, rebound relationships are kind of like the last resort relationships. They kind of been, when
Yeah.
somebody's in your DM or in your messenger and they just, they like a bugaboo. You can't get rid of them. They just keep talking and talking. I can do you better than such and such, such and such. I can do you better than this person. I can do this. I can treat you with gifts. I can take you here. I can do this for you. You get with
See,
them, it ain't worth a damn.
see, and you know what's crazy? The way I look at rebounds, like I look at rebounds like, okay, so I'm no longer single. Okay, that's first of all. So a lot has
All
changed since the last
right.
one. A lot has changed since the last one. But
Right. It always does.
I feel like rebound is like I'm using this person to get over this person that I really truly love. Like this the person that, is my rock. And so I'm using this person over here because they just here and available. So I'm just using them to get over them. That's in my head what a rebound is, which is why it will never work, because you never, if you had like clarity and you were single and they were truly single, everybody truly single and have clarity, you never would have dated this person in the first place. You're only
Yeah.
dating this person to make this person jealous, one, or so that you can psych yourself out and make you think that you're over the previous person.
Right. And the thing is that what we fail to realize in these relationships is that, well, I'll be with somebody that do you better, and it just don't feel right. You know what I'm saying? It's
No.
like once you trying to get over that person and try to just, oh, you know what, I'm gonna move on and I'm gonna get with this person, but then later on down the line, your ex-boyfriend or your ex-girlfriend come message you, hey, I just want to tell you I'm sorry, I apologize, singing that tune, and it's like, oh, I'm about to get ready to give in. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and cut this off.
Yeah.
I was just, hey, I don't think it's working between me and you. You were like,
Exactly.
so.
Exactly. I agree.
But see,
100%.
Kim in the comments is saying just using them as a crutch, but that's true though. Using
That's
them,
that's very that's all you're using them for.
using them for some kind of crutch.
Yeah.
You using them to, how can I say it? You're using them to fill that void.
Exactly.
You're using
Exactly.
them to fill that hole. So,
Exactly.
hmm
I have
so
to agree.
but when all the people on the radio, they was like, "Yeah, I was in a rebound relationship for 2 years. Rebound relationships, they do work. I've got married. I'm like,
That's
how does
not that
how?
I feel like that's not a rebound relationship. You may have intended for it to be a rebound, but then you actually grew to love that person. You grew to know that person,
Hmm.
right? I feel like a rebound relationship is not gonna last no more than 3 months.
Yeah,
That's
tops.
it. That's it. Because by that point, you're over the previous person that you were truly in love with, the heartbreak, whatever the case may be. Now you're ready to really truly move on to something or someone that you really like.
Right. You're
You
ready
know
to
what I
start
mean?
a committed relationship with them.
Exactly.
You know. So, but yeah, that was something that really caught my eye, and I had to bring it because I was like, I think Rolanda would like that one, the rebound, because I was like, that sounds like a good, interesting topic to talk about. I was like, I don't know, rebounds are kind of like, I don't know, it's like when you playing basketball, you know, you going up
Yeah.
for that rebound, you just catching the rebound, so that way you don't lose the ball. So when
Exactly.
you're trying to gain
Exactly.
that point. So,
Exactly. So you don't lose your touch. Make sure you still got it.
mm-hmm.
I know. You know. I know.
Yep.
Hmm.
So next one I'm about to get into is when women are fed up and when men are fed up.
Mm.
What is the point? So what points and levels do you feel of when a woman gets fed up? When she gets real tired, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna keep it blunt. This is not no punches tonight. When she's fed up with a lot of bullshit,
Yeah.
what is it? You know what I'm saying? When she's fed up with all of your shenanigans, when is it to that point where she gets really fed up? Because I'll tell you when a male is fed up.
Are you asking for like an example? I mean, because every person is different.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So it's gonna be hard to say when a woman is fed up. What is that point?
Right.
Because we don't know. It's a individual type of thing.
I mean, if the man is not trying to change in the relationship, he keeps doing the same thing over and over. I'm trying to change, like I said, that same, what is it? I want to call it like Joe or that R. Kelly song, or just, hey,
Yeah.
I'm trying to change, and I'm trying to do this for you, and I'm trying, and then, oh yeah, you kind of take him back in, and then it's like, okay, well, he's still doing the same old. He's
Yeah.
still doing the same old song.
Yeah. Which okay. So for instance, right? I'm divorced, right?
Right.
So that was why I chose to leave my marriage because it was not getting any better. It was the same stuff. You know what I'm saying? And when I refer to my divorce, I tell people all the time, "Oh, he didn't change. I did."
Yeah.
Right? Because he has always been the same person and done the same stuff. I just got tired of accepting it.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So
Yep.
I don't ever put the blame on him. I always say it was me because anybody that know us know the stuff that I went through with him been since the beginning, right? And and my mom told me, when you get tired of being tired, you'll leave.
Yep.
Not a
That's
moment
true.
before then, right?
That's true.
Because I was asking her like, when will I know I'm done? And she's like, only you gonna know that. When you're tired of being tired, that's it.
Yeah.
And so I feel like when it comes to women, and it, I mean, I don't want to speak for all women because we all different, but I feel like when it comes to women, we will try and try and try, and then when it's when we feel like it's no point anymore, we gonna just shut down.
Yeah. It
You know what I
happens.
mean? So women are very patient for the most part, right? You do have your exceptions to the rules who are like the naggers and the nothing's ever good enough for them, stuff like that. But
Yep. That's
I
true.
feel like a real true woman is going to see you, see your struggles, see what you're trying to go through, and be like, all right, I'm trying to give him some grace, but at the end of the day, I can't just be a pushover either.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
Yep.
I don't know if I'm answering your question, Chris, but
No, you got it. You just hit it over the nail. See, the thing is, like with males, what I mean by that is, we kind of get fed up too with the same old things too. So it's kind of like the same examples when it comes down to, us, getting frustrated with, hey, I need this done in the house, or, hey, I was just watching an episode with the Boondocks, right? And you know, some things I noticed that I'm not gonna sit back and say, oh, it's bad or this is disappointing. But when somebody gets mad or gets slapped around over some cold chicken, we got problems.
not
Because
the cold, not the cold
we
chicken.
got some problems. If your chicken is cold and you mad because your chicken is cold and it's not cooked to your perfection, you ain't got to slap nobody just to get your point across. You get what I'm
Exactly.
saying? You ain't got to hit
And you know
nobody.
what? What's crazy is, right, because and my boyfriend, he's very, very private, right? He's the
Mm-hmm,
opposite of me. Okay.
mm-hmm,
So without saying too much, I feel like he's not used to the type of woman that I am.
mm-hmm.
Right. So he's used to women being doing all the rah-rah, being in your face, all that stuff, right? And
Been
I'm
there.
like, and
Been
I
there.
don't get me wrong, I
Been
do
there.
have my anger, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like that comes when I feel like you playing with me and it's nothing else I can do to get your attention at this point because me being nice is not getting me anywhere,
Hmm.
right? But I will try to talk it out. I will try to be as understanding as I can. And I don't think he's used to that. So with me being peaceful, I feel like in a sense, it's just like, hello, like, do you hear me? You know? But yeah, all that domestic violence and stuff, no. I am not a
Yeah.
candidate for it.
Yeah, you don't want to be a candidate of domestic violence. There's a lot of
No.
people, and like I say about men's mental health, men's
Right.
mental health is real. You
Yes.
know, women's mental health is real. You know what I'm saying? You know,
Yes.
domestic abuse is no fun.
Yes.
You know, so but when we go through you know, like I said about the chicken part, you don't want to come home to no cold chicken. I get
Right.
it, but you know what I'm
Right.
saying, if you worked a 12-hour shift and the first thing you come home to is some cold chicken or some hot ass raviolis that the kids had, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? So it's just some things you get fed up by. You know, well, ain't nobody making no changes, ain't nobody trying to make no efforts. I'm getting tired of getting served this cold piece of chicken. I'm getting tired of getting served this hot ass ravioli bowl. I'm getting sick and tired of dealing with, oh, my well, I ain't got the energy today. You know, we all been there. You ain't got the energy, you ain't got the time. What's the point? And you have to learn to make time in your relationships. Some people don't know how to make time in them. They put everything else first, and it's a priority. And sometimes it just don't be a decent priority. It don't, you know. So, but I know Rolanda's moving around. She's doing a couple things. But I just thought I'd throw that out there for y'all. You know, if you are in a domestic relationship, the best thing for you to do is leave. That is the best option to do. The best option for you is to leave. That's
Lord, I got the camera going all crazy. Hold on.
I wasn't even paying attention.
No, but you're right though. The best option is to leave. If you and you know what's crazy? Like, I'm trying to get my camera back doing. But when I tell my boyfriend, like, if you feel like it's becoming a point like that, you gotta just leave. Like, I understand you love me and I love you too, but no. Like, I don't want
Hmm.
to do all the extra stuff. You know what I mean?
Right. You
So
don't you don't want to do. Here's the thing. You don't want to, and also another thing we have to learn to stop doing as people who have PTSD is bringing up situations that has somebody that either somebody has done something to you, which is in the past relationship that you've been in,
yes.
because we have a tendency of doing that. Well, such did this, and such did this right. It's such you know what I'm saying? Like, come on now, you can't be doing that. Walter, I see you in the building. What's going on, man?
Yes. And you know, I'm glad you said that because I'm a huge candidate for that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna be toggling back and forth, going between the two because those are just my like the two instances that I have at this point. But with my ex-husband, right, there was a lot of infidelity stuff like that going on, right? Um, when it comes to my new boyfriend, it's like I always tell him like I'm not holding you accountable for anything that he did, right?
Mm-hmm.
Anything that you do is on you. Anything that he did is on him. So I'm not gonna be looking at stuff that you're doing, and I'm like, that's sketchy because my last man cheated and blah blah blah. No, because I don't feel like that's right to you. So don't do that to me. I don't want you saying, oh, the last woman I hear she did X Y Z. I'm sorry you went through that, but that's not me. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
not to say I don't care, but I hate that you went through that. That's not me. So we don't even have to discuss. Oh, the last woman that I dated, she did X, Y, and Z. Don't put that on me because I'm not going to do you like that.
exactly.
You know
You
what I
know,
mean? So
and
I'm
we
a,
have
I'm
a
a huge
tendency of
advocate
doing
for
that.
that.
As men, we have a tendency of doing that. I'm going to answer Walter's question down there. He asked, was I not going to one of the West Side events? I'm actually going to the picnic tomorrow. Believe it or not, I do have some West Side colors on.
Yes.
I
Yes.
have this, and I will be wearing my West Side Cougars t-shirt tomorrow. So yes,
Gotta love the
I
alumni.
will be at the function. So if you do run into me,
I
do
said
not
I might come.
hesitate. Yeah,
I
you
might come. I don't know what time I'm leaving tomorrow, but
okay?
yeah.
So I'm gonna be honest with y'all. If some people are gonna watch this later on, I will be at the picnic around 1 or 1:30 tops. That is 1:30 p.m. whatever. I
Literally.
will be there. I am gonna say this. I'm gonna get my drink. I'm
Okay.
gonna get my food. I'm gonna shake hands with people that I'm actually cool with, or if I see
Right.
you and I'm decent with you,
Right.
then I'm gone.
Right.
After that, Wata
Get
says
in and get
at the
out.
picnic tomorrow. I will see you there, Wata.
Get in and get out.
Get in and get out. I look up.
You
I
know
don't
how
want.
we
I see
do.
y'all on Facebook every day. I don't want to. You know what I'm saying? So
Exactly.
other than that, look, I'm out of there after that tomorrow. It's been. I'm
Exactly.
gonna be honest with y'all. It's been over. It's been over 15 years since I've been at this picnic. So it's been a long time.
Really?
Yes, it's been a long time.
Chris,
It's been that long. It's been
please.
that long. So I'm gonna be honest. While we're on the subject, and this is what we talk about. See, this is good because this is a part of relationship conversations. What I mean by fed up, when a woman is fed up, when a man don't know how to drive, when a man don't know how to get around, and he making all these excuses. You know what I'm saying about what he does in life.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I mean by fed up. It took me a while to get these things going, and now it's like I'm in a better place. And now I can actually jump behind the wheel of my car and go talk my shit to some people.
But you know what though? I feel like that's what differentiates the woman from the little girl, right?
It's called
Because
growth.
a woman is gonna look at you and be like, mm, let me look through this and I can see through you. You know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
I can I can see you got the drive. I can see that you want to do X, Y, and Z. What can I do to help you get there? Right? A
Right.
little girl is gonna be like, you don't do X, Y, and Z. You don't do this. You don't do that. Yada 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 yada. Doing all the rah rah stuff, but there's no resolution. Sometimes, as women, we need to understand that it's our job to help our men meet their resolution.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
So sometimes we do have the tendencies of thinking that a man is supposed to come to us whole and a man is supposed to come to us as the superhero, right?
Yep.
Um,
That's true.
but no, that's because I have to look at men as they're human, just like I'm human,
Yeah.
right? They're trying to figure it out, just like I'm trying to figure it out. And the beauty in finding your partner is y'all figure it out together, and that's how y'all make it work, right? My parents, they just celebrated how long, how long they been married, Raven? They've been married 34 years. They just
Oh,
celebrated 34
that
years
that
of
is
marriage.
great. That is awesome.
34 years of
That is
marriage,
awesome.
and they
That is
dated
awesome.
9 years before that.
That is
So they've been
awesome.
together since they were 15. You
That
see what
is
I'm saying?
awesome.
So
That is
they've seen each
awesome.
other through their good, their bad, their indifference, everything. And that was one thing that my mom always instilled in me and my sister. You don't leave a man just because he's down. You don't leave a man just because, you feel like he's not meeting certain expectations, right? Because you can always help him get to where you need him to be,
Right. You
right?
help each other build. How about that?
Exactly.
You help each other
Exactly.
build. A lot of this is build for me, 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 build
And
for
that's
me, build.
selfish.
And you get, yep. See, I didn't have to say anything. You just hit it over the nail. Selfish,
Yeah.
very selfish.
Yeah.
But you have to meet each other halfway. It's called what Teddy Pendergrass saying. When somebody loves you back. I'm not talking about 730, not 60
Yes.
40. I'm talking about a 50
50
50
50
love.
love. Yes. Shout out to Teddy. That's what he said. Yes. Yes.
Seriously, because you want to meet somebody that's going to be halfway. It's like, okay, you know what? He might not have this, but let me help him get to this part, and maybe
Exactly.
we can meet each other halfway. Because, see,
Exactly.
a man will actually love that when a woman actually is like, yo, We right here. Like, okay, we can match each other. I see Kim in the comments. She jumping up and down over that one. She said, yes, match that energy.
I love Kim.
She said, yes, match that energy. The way I can hear her now. Also, be real. Kim is actually coming with me to the picnic. She is an Emersonian, but we're gonna show her how we get down.
Yes, you ain't party with no cougar, baby.
You ain't party with no cougars. Look here, you tornadoes might be blowing it down, but,
Hello. Them
but you
cougars
ain't
come through.
party
We
with no
stepping, we
cougars.
breaking it down, okay?
She said, I'm gonna be there with the cougars. Oh my goodness. Oh my God, man. That's every day. This is another thing too. That's what I mean by match made energy. When you actually dare to laugh at your significant other and she actually gets involved with you. You know what I'm saying? But you know, there was a lot of phases in my life that I had to go through. You know, like I said, it's been 15 years, you know, just like dealing with control, just like dealing with this selfishness, just like dealing with just all the whole nine, you know what I'm saying? So now it's like, okay, now I'm in a better spot with somebody that actually gives a damn. You know, now I can actually be like, okay, now let's do this and now let's do that. Because trust me, there's gonna be some faces I ain't seen in over probably since I graduated.
Yeah.
You know, so
it's gonna be fun. Good vibes.
Yes, I feel in my heart. So we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna take an intermission on that. We're gonna talk about this picnic. So with the picnic, the way it's explained, shout out to my little sister Nadia because she's the only one that's been going to these things every year. So she did tell me there were gonna be some like I guess venues there. They're gonna be having like food trucks and things like that of the sort, I believe. I think that's what she told me, but she did tell me. She said, "The last few years I went, it was a little different, you know." Just I said, okay, so I'm definitely gonna be bringing her with me as well.
You want to know what's crazy?
Mm-hmm.
So when I went to Arnie Powell,
I did too.
Okay, so I remember because I was a cheerleader. I've been cheering ever since I was 3 years old, right? So I remember coming across Nadia, right? And what's crazy is, of course, I didn't know you. So I didn't know that Nadia was your sister until I put two and two together and figured it out. But I always took Nadia in and felt like she was a little sister. Like I always loved Nadia. Like it's so crazy that y'all are actually siblings. You know what I mean? Because I
It's like
always
night and
looked at
day.
her.
It's like night and day. I'm serious. It's like night and day. I could be the daytime version. Like I'll be the real chill, nonchalant one. I don't be bothering nobody. But when that nighttime kick in, that I'd be like this. Just shut your mouth, you know. But when you put me and her in the same, room, you really gonna laugh.
I love me some Nadia.
You know, so with all of us, it's the same. But you put all of us together, it's hilarious. But when you put me and her in the same room in the same category, oh my God.
Yeah. That's why when I found out y'all were siblings, I'm like, wow. I'm like, you know what? That actually makes sense.
Yeah.
But I adored Nadia. Like, yeah. So that's crazy.
Yeah, she'll be there too. So you hopefully get a chance to see her too if she ain't running to everybody because you know she down there know everybody.
Yeah.
I just be like this. I'll just sit back, grab my drink, and be like, watch this.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna be able to see it. So, but other than that, so let's get back into it. I got one, man, and I thought about this too. Rolanda, what is the? We're gonna talk about worst dates real quick because
worst date.
Yes, the absolute worst date that the absolute worst date I've been on. Now I'm gonna be honest. I was going through my memories on Facebook, and my worst date happened 10 years ago today.
Happy bad day anniversary.
No. I was going through my memories and I just go, oh my God, no. This today out of all days, this day. So my worst date was back in 2015.
Oh.
Yep. It was talking to, so I'm not gonna say no names. I usually don't say names.
Don't say names.
I never said a name a day in my life. If I
They don't
mention
need no
something,
clout.
there's no names, and I don't want to give out nobody's identity. So we're just gonna throw it out there. So at the time,
You
I
know
was
who you
20.
are.
Yeah, you know who y'all. I was 25, and the lady was at least 30. So I was like, man, I get to date my first cougar.
You consider that a cougar?
I considered that a cougar at 25.
Please, okay.
I considered that at 25, you was 30. I was like, oh, that's a 5-year difference.
You want to know what's crazy? My ex-husband is 7 years older than me.
Yep, see? And
my current boyfriend is 4 years older than me.
Okay, see, and Kim, I'm about what? Say, give or take, if you still in the comments, please remind me. I am like, you born in 94, so I want to say, Kim, I'm about 4 years older than Kim, honestly.
Yeah, me and Kim, we born the same year.
But 94?
I just turned 31 today.
So you just turned 31. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Okay, you know what? There's some in my fridge. There is a Michelob Ultra in there. I'm about to crack it open in the next few minutes. She gonna be like, "Hey," I'm like, "No, sit down,
Silly.
But yeah.
So what happened on this date, Chris? Tell me about.
So on this date, oh my God. So on this date, this girl, we was talking for X amount of time. And, we got ready to link up and things like that. Now, she actually had a car during the time. So I was like, okay. Come and, pick me up or whatever.
Okay.
So I give her my address. So this is what I mean by rebound, y'all. So we set this thing up. I say, yo, I'm 25. There's only one thing that's running in my mind at the time,
What was that, Chris?
AKA what you said in the last episode, a bed buddy. That's what it was, a bed buddy. So at the time, I was like, okay, I need a bed buddy for the night. Yeah. So I go out and say, okay, let's go do a movie and let's go out to eat. She said, okay. Well, I'm going to go see this new movie, Trainwreck, that came out. So I forgot Trainwreck did come out. So I was like, and then when I looked at the memories, I was like, oh, damn, we did go see Trainwreck. So Trainwreck, we went to see Trainwreck, and then we went to Applebee's first. Mm-hmm. That back in the day, you get that 2 for $20.
Yes.
Now it's 2 for $30, but you get the 2 for $20. Yeah. 2 for $20, you were set. It was like, okay, cool. So we get there, we go to Applebee's, we do the 2 for $20. And I was like, something in my head said, Chris, get this girl something to drink. Like, a drink. I always say a drinky drink. Okay. just to set the tone.
Loosen her up a bit.
Loosen her up just a little bit. Or I loosen her up too much. A little bit too much. Rolanda, when I tell you this girl had 2 Angry Orchards, and when I tell you everything came out, I mean everything from it was like she was talking silent to, just turning her voice up, and now everybody in the restaurant can hear her, and it's like,
what? Off of Angry Orchards?
Yeah, my ex-boyfriend, he's a piece of shit. It did it. I'm like, okay, hold up.
You like,
hold up, baby, hold up. So she's going on about my ex-boy, and then next thing you know, the ex-boyfriend, he messages me. I'm like, who is this? And he's like, yeah, I'm glad you got that, bro, because that's hard to take.
No way.
I'm like, you said what?
We talking about bad dates. I got my right hands up in here. I'm trying to say, I ain't never had no bad date. Let me be honest.
I have one, but
I have never been on too many dates.
Oh no,
and that's very, very sad to say. At my big grown age, of 31, being married and all, I have never been on too many dates.
Oh no, I had a couple. I mean,
Nope.
I mean, with people, but I mean, like if you're in a relationship with somebody, then yeah, I get that. But when you trying to get to know somebody, and it's like, okay, you loud in the restaurant, I got people looking at me sideways. I'm like, yeah, let's just go ahead and go to the movie. We go to the movie. I mean, she's like, I'm liking you, this, that, and the third. So I'm like, okay, yeah, like,
You're like, sure thing.
sure thing. In my mind, and once again, in my mind,
Yeah.
hey, I'm trying to get a bed buddy.
Yeah.
First thing this girl tells me is I got a curfew because I live with my parents. You got a curfew at 30?
I was gonna say, did you say she was 30?
Yeah, you got a curfew at 30. Okay,
But
yeah.
I mean, you know what though? I guess, did you not know she lived with her parents?
I didn't know she lived with her parents at all until that night. And I was like, yeah, let's watch this movie. And let's just call it. I went home, Rolanda. I blocked her. I blocked the telephone number. I changed everything. I was like, yep, nope, you're
You
done.
blocked her?
Yes, it was that bad. It was horrible. Horrible. That was the worst date I think I've ever been on. And like I said, I don't talk much about worst dates.
Yeah.
But that was the absolute worst date.
Them angry orchards brought the angry out of her.
I was just thinking about that. The angry orchard really brought the angry out because I was like, ain't no way.
I really have not had like a bad date. But then again, I haven't been on many dates.
Mm-hmm.
Like, which is so crazy because I feel like, and this is crazy because I feel like in this time and age, men don't want to date. Like,
True.
They don't know how to take a woman on a date, right? I'm one of the women that likes to be courted. I like to be on a date, things like that, and I'm looked at like I'm the problem.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, because it's different. A lot of us still believe in our generation. Us, we still believe in love. We still believe in trying to, build. But this generation still doing the same thing we did in high school. It's like, oh, I want to go out and party. Oh, I want to go out and do this. Oh, I'm gonna go out to the club. It's like, bro, we are past that now.
Yeah.
I'm at a point now where I'm ready to sit in my backyard and have a drink. I'm at a point now.
Relax.
I'm at a point now where I want to go to a cigar lounge and smoke a cigar and listen to R&B music. That's the type of vibe I'm on.
Exactly. And then this is the thing, right? So let me ask you this, Chris. What is it that men want in today's world, like the dating world? What do y'all want?
Well, in the dating world today, in the dating pool, first of all, I'm just gonna break it down. You're not gonna. You might find some. It's a rare, but you are not gonna find no single man without children in this day and age. I'm sorry, it just ain't gonna happen.
That's
whatever.
Fair.
Look, whatever Disney told you, whatever Disney told you, whatever Beauty and the Beast told you, Aladdin, all that. Look here, it's false.
I mean, and that's fair because you know what? I say that all the time because I don't have children yet.
Yeah.
I do want to have children. I don't have children yet by choice. Okay.
That's a good thing.
Yes, by choice. But I am starting to get to the point where I'm ready to start to think about having children, right? I'm 31. Like, what else? Like, hello. Yeah. But I know that chances are, with me being in my 30s, the person that I end up with, they're going to have children, right? Mm-hmm. So I look at children as a package deal, right? If I love you, I have to love your kids, right? Mm-hmm. Like, that's a given to me, right? If I'm going shopping, I thought the kids were like X, Y, and Z, so I got this for them too. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But no, I asked that because I feel like I'm caught between a rock and a hard place. Like, I just don't know what men like. Like I say, my boyfriend now, he's 35. Okay.
Same age. Continue.
It's like, I don't know. Like it's a disconnect there because I'm trying to be peaceful. I'm trying to be cool and cordial, but he don't interpret it like that.
Here's the thing. I'm more so me on the other hand, I like to be surprised. Don't tell me where we going. Don't tell me what you're buying. Don't tell me nothing. I'm more of a I'm out of the box kind of deal. Do what you want to do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if you tell me, hey Chris, hey, we going to Universal Studios. I'm gonna be like,
Yeah.
okay, my hope's gonna be all the way up here,
Yeah.
way up here.
Yeah.
Then next thing you know, that day come and it's like, oh baby, no, I ain't gonna be able to do it. I ain't gonna be able to make it.
Yeah.
But you know, that's the type of thing. If you're gonna surprise me, just say, hey, look, I just want to advise you, put on some clothes. Cause see that. So I'm gonna tell you something what Kim does, and she has done this a lot better than everybody else I've dated. You seen half the things I went through with my
Yes.
ex-fiance. You
Yes.
seen half the things I went through with my son's mom, all of that. So, and when you say
Yes.
package deal,
On the floor.
she has
Yes.
accepted the package deal part. So, but when it comes down to, hey, I got a surprise for you. Well, okay. Well, do you want me to tell you? Don't tell me. Okay, I won't tell you, but just be prepared to wear this tomorrow, wear that tomorrow. Just put this on. So it's kind
Yeah.
of like, okay. So here's the thing. She did one surprise this year, and I was really, really blown away. That's why I got this band-aid on my finger. But we went to a rage room, and I've been wanting to go to the rage room for some
No.
time. I've been wanting to go to the rage
That's the
room
room.
for a hot minute.
Sorry.
Long time. You're all right.
Yeah.
No, you good.
I'm
So,
trying to get stuff together for my birthday dinner, and everybody, my right hands is not right-handed.
which don't you just hate that when you try to plan things for your birthday and it kind of goes south?
Yes, it does. Oh.
No, you're all right. It's all right. But I was just thinking about it. I said, you know,
And I snuck a
um,
pint in the movie theater.
uh, hey, oh my God, that's that Leo. See what I mean? This is Leos for you.
It's
They
my
do sneaky
birthday.
stuff. They're gonna tell you, oh, yeah, we're gonna go here, we're gonna do this. Yep, the same thing. Oh no, I put something in that cup. What you put in the cup? And
Put a
here
little
it is. You
extra in
want to
my
try
cup.
it? No.
I put a little extra in my cup.
I don't know what you got in there. You might have some gasoline in there for all I know.
Hey, it tastes like gasoline once the ice melts it. I'm not gonna lie.
But I say this to say the least. So we went to a rage room, and I was like, where are we going? So she's just driving. And when I saw the building, I was shocked because I was like, this is where I've been trying to let all my anger and stuff just come out. I've been feeling so much better since I have let it all out
Yeah.
ever since that day. So in this rage room, you go in there. Of course, have you ever been to a rage room before?
I have not, and it's crazy that you said that because that's somewhere that I've always wanted to go. Because I don't think of people understand like that know me personally. I don't think they understand how much rage I have
Oh yeah.
inside, right?
Oh yeah.
Because I'm one that will just let stuff ride, let stuff slide, just okay, no problem, no problem. But inside, right, I'm upset and I have this rage. I really think I would benefit from a rage room.
Oh yeah, it helps. So I went in there. I tore up a whole bear. I tore up a whole some glass.
Yeah.
I took two picture
What you doing?
frames. Took two picture frames and did some imaginary, just imagining stuff. Just went in there and just started beating things up. I got a whole video. I didn't want to put the video out because I didn't want to scare nobody. I was
Right.
like, if I put this video out, a lot of people are gonna be like, okay, yeah, this brother needs to be left alone. Somebody gonna say, you know what? Let me just drop your kids off to you. Look,
Right.
if whatever I've caused,
Right.
I apologize. I
Mm-hmm.
didn't know you was that. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
you let
So
all
did
that
you
out.
like the rage room though?
I
Like,
loved it. I loved it. But when it was all said and done, I was sweating. So poor Kim. Kim has a herniated disc in her back due to a car accident.
oh,
And so Kim is in there, at this point, I'm trying not to laugh because she's so goofy. So she's doing stuff. Now, I'm like, Kim, are you kind of like upset? Oh no. Kim was saying, like, just taking things, just throwing things, and
yeah.
this, that, and the third. And I'm like, okay. 15 minutes later, she said, hey, I'm gonna go sit down. Now, mind you, there's a big screen TV in the front of where it is
Yeah.
in the room. I did the whole 30 minutes. She did 15. She walked out. I was in there tearing stuff up. Boy, she was cracking up. I mean,
Yeah.
dying.
Yeah.
And let me see. She said, let me read her comment. She just put something down there. It was great that I left early because I got to watch Chris rage from a couch with the TV. Yep. And she probably was drinking something. Probably up. Ronaldo disappeared for a second. She'll come back. But I was in there, and I'm just destroying stuff, tearing stuff up from bottles to toys to. I mean, that's the best thing to do. You can, just destroy stuff with that. Hold on, let me get her back in here. But I was destroying
I'm
a
trying to
lot of
read the
things.
dang on comments, and I don't know what's going on.
I think you hit the side. See, Byron know how to operate it from the phone. He's not in there, but I'm running
I
it
think
through
I
the
got it.
computer. But let me know if you
There
decide.
you go. Okay,
Okay,
I
you
got
got
it.
it
I
now.
got it. I
Okay,
got it.
there we go. Okay, yeah, he said something about the side, but I was like, I never done StreamYard on the phone, but he knows how to do it better than me because he's used to doing it on the phone. So,
Lord.
but you go in there, you can tell whatever you want. The only thing they literally asked for in that building was simply this: do not tear up my walls. I said I will not tear up your walls because I said, look, if I gotta go in here and aim for anything, if you tell me to tear the walls up, oh, it's over with.
Right. So they give you rules?
They'll
Like
give you
like
objects.
walk me through from the beginning to like how it go. Because I don't want to break them people property.
Okay, so basically, you go in, you can get some they'll give you a bat. They give you a couple objects. They give you a crowbar, bats, I believe what else was it, Kim? Do you remember? I think those are the only two things: was a crowbar and a bat. Safety glasses and a hard hat. You're gonna need safety glasses, and you're gonna need a hard hat. Just letting y'all know that off rip. Y'all gonna need a hard hat and some safety glasses. Cause if not, yeah, this would have been a lot more dangerous than what I got. Cause I probably would have had this gone. I mean, I was in there really, really raged. I was so mad at so many things. I really was then. I was so, how can I explain it? I was just having a lot of anger built in from my relationships, from just people,
So
friends and family and things like
I'm not
that. Go
trying to
ahead.
cut you off,
Go
but
ahead.
they let you choose what items like you want to break? Like how does that work?
They let you go in. They have a little room. You pick out the items that you want to break. You can go in there. You can get it was a couple Miller Lite bottles that I wanted to throw. It was a couple. It was some picture frames in there. They had some vinyl records. I took one vinyl record and I literally took the vinyl record. I put it over my knee. I broke it. I put the vinyl record over my knee. Went in like that. I mean, I crushed the whole. And I never crushed. I love vinyls. I love records. Don't get me wrong. I have a whole record
Right.
collection over here. But I've never got to a point where I was like, yo, I really wanted to do it at some point. I really wanted to see, hey, what would a vinyl record feel like to break?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So they had some little folk music. I was like, you know what? Give me this record. So I took the record, I brought, and the record just went everywhere. I mean, just plastic just went everywhere. And I was like, yo,
Really?
this is cool. So
Felt good.
it felt good. I took one of them teddy bears, one of them little teddy bears, took it, ripped it with the lights, the little fluff was all flying out and everything. It was bad. I mean, and by the time that lady came back there, she put a timer on us. By the time she came back there, she said, Did you let everything out? I told her, yeah, I was pouring sweat. And I mean, them people had a mess to clean. And they was like, you know what? This is the way it looks in here. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. And I've never heard of anything like that before. Okay, usually when you
Really?
damage a room, you get in trouble as a kid. When you tear
Yeah.
up a room, you gonna come up here and you gonna clean this up, or you gonna do this, you gonna do that.
Yeah.
Not hearing this is lovely, this is beautiful. Like,
Yeah.
man, I just tore this whole room up.
Yeah.
I didn't tore up some
You're
property up
like,
in
wait
there.
a second.
I didn't tore up some stuff up in there. I mean, and I know they get it from like recycling or whatever may have you, but that helps out a lot because it can be reused for something. They even made it where did I want to plaster something in remembrance of what I did? I was like, no, because if I had two pictures that I literally could have used, oh, it would have went right on them walls.
Yeah. Yeah.
If I could have used them two pictures, oh man, it's over with. It is sat right there. Leave them
I
right
got some
there.
pictures to use, okay?
No, I can't like I'll do the picture frames, but if I just literally just gonna have them two pictures and be like, you know what, let me just put these here. So every time I come here, take the pictures off and finish it up.
Yeah, yeah.
They also
So
you can bring your own stuff too. You can bring your own stuff.
really,
Whatever you want to tear up, you can bring it. Whatever you want to
don't
tear up.
tell me, don't
So I
threaten me with a good
I
time, Chris.
I thought of myself. I said, you know what? Next time, I was like, they had VCRs in there. I was like, nah, I don't want to damage no VCR. I need those. But I was like, next time if I have something that just don't work, I'm bringing it.
Yeah,
I will.
yeah.
I'll bring it. I will tear it up. I will bring it.
That's good.
Yep.
Okay, real quick. So going back to the topic, right? Do you think men in today's world are scared of marriage?
Okay. In today's society, I feel like in our day and age, I feel like a lot of men are afraid of marriage. On for real, for real.
Why?
Just well, here's the thing. I'm not afraid of marriage. That's one thing about me. I'm not afraid of marriage. I'm gonna be honest with you. Um, I'm sorry. Somebody in the comments probably like, let me see this. Are you scared of marriage,
All
Christopher?
right, Kim.
um, I'm not afraid of marriage. I'm more concerned more today. So we are afraid of what society has created, and that is divorce. A lot of people are been inside of broken homes. I've watched people get watch their mom or father, mom or dad get divorces, and we also watched a lot of movies where that great old joke that Eddie Murphy has used in Eddie Murphy Raw, half.
Yeah, yeah,
So,
yeah.
I see somebody in the comments. Shout out to my co-host Byron Arce, aka Busy B. Byron said, "There's nothing wrong with marriage if you got the right person."
And you know
Well,
what?
Byron.
And he's right. You know why I say this? Because so I feel like my current partner, right? Not to say he's scared of marriage, but he's scared of marriage, right? He's scared of that if I give this person my all, they might run off with it all.
Mhm.
Okay. And like even my ex-husband will tell you, when it came, I gave him money towards stuff and we were separated. I was not living with him or anything, right? But because he was legally still my husband, I still did right by him.
Yeah,
So, and like I tell my boyfriend now, that's the beauty of finding someone that's equally yoked with you,
that's right.
right? Because if you find the person that's equally yoked with you, you know that they're not running off with your stuff.
Yeah,
They not trying to leave you in a bad situation. They're not trying to leave you in a worse situation than what you started in. They're trying to actually leave you better, right?
yeah. Hmm.
So I agree. Like everybody is not marriage material,
Right.
right?
That
And
that you
what I
hit. Go
find
ahead.
with dating, what I find with dating now, and people finding out that I've been married before, they think that I'm automatically looking for a husband. I'm like, you're not even a husband.
Right.
You're not a husband. Why would I try to make you a husband? You're
Exactly.
not husband material. You know, you're not someone that I could see myself marrying, being the father of my children, things of that nature, right? Now, like I said, the person that I'm dating now, yes, if he has some things to work on, but I feel like he definitely could be husband material. He definitely could be the father of my children. He just has to work on a few things. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
But
Right.
that's
Right.
because of the fear that he has because he's not used to certain situations.
Oh yeah.
Right?
All the jumping up and down and all that, like I said, but a lot of us now, I see Byron's comment down there, she's scared of opening up to you. But no, here's the thing though. We dang Byron, hold on.
Let me
Now
answer that real
how
quick.
you come on towards the end, almost the end of the show, Byron? What is the right time to spoil a woman? Hold on. I'll come right back to that question,
I'm
Byron.
glad you said that because yes, what is the right time? Because I feel like I be opening myself up and trying to do all the right things, and he just be like, "Oh, it's too early." I'm like, "What is too early?"
Yeah. Here's the
You
thing.
know what I'm saying?
There's never a wrong time to spoil a woman. You want to take a woman. Here's the thing about what we get it twisted at. You do not have to spend money to spoil a woman. You do not have
Hello,
to
and
spend.
I say that to him
Mhm.
all the time
You
because
don't have
my
to
love
spend. You don't
language
have to
is
spend money. You don't have to spend money. I thought about it all the time when I was younger. Well, maybe if I get this girl, I can spend some money on it. Wrong. You are
because if that's
considered.
not her love language, it's not gonna reach her. And that's what I'd be telling him all the time. I'm like, my love language literally is quality time and physical touch. You don't
That's
have
it.
to spend a dime on me. But if you come to me and give me a hug and we watch a movie together, I'm satisfied. Like
Yeah.
that's it, right?
hmm
But I don't think he understands the depth of quality language of love languages, right? And the quality of love languages. So he feels like today, right? It's my birthday, and thank you. I'm grateful. He sent me an edible arrangement, right? I love that, right? But right? I would have loved it even more if we would have just spent some time together and I could have just got a hug and a kiss.
True.
I'm not one of those women that's in your pockets just like you gotta give me this, you gotta give me that. No, because I know first of all, this economy sucks.
It does.
This
It
economy
does.
sucks. You got children. You trying to figure it out. And I understand that. So I'm not trying to be one that's in your pocket. Just show me. That's the way I feel loved because I feel like a man can buy women all these gifts, shower her with all these things, and be doing the same thing for another woman up the street.
True. Here's
You
the
know what I
thing.
mean?
If you sit down, so I'm gonna name off two songs. If you sit down and listen to Ralph Tresvant's "Money Can't Buy Love,"
Yes.
and if you can't in Black Streets, also "Money Can't Buy Love."
Yes.
Um, there's a lot of narratives. You can't buy love
No.
with anything. If it's all about time. Like I said, it could be a simple foot rub. It could be a simple
Yes.
back rub. It could be simple just playing in somebody's hair. It could be basically, hey, let's watch a movie tonight and just chill. Or you just chilling
Yes.
and, just spending time with them. You know what I'm saying? Or, you ain't got to necessarily say, hey, let's go out to the bar. Let's go spend some money on some drinks. That's what men get it messed up at.
That's
That's where
exactly.
we get it messed up at because it's always, well, just like Byron's comment down there, but people thinking they pay for sex, which I don't know where that came from because I was trying not to laugh. Byron, I get
Because I saw
it.
that too, and I'm like, this is probably gonna go over, Chris. But I'm like, listen, I understand what men be coming from when they say that, but at the end of the day, if a woman love you, she gonna do it.
Yeah, she is.
You
But
know
here's
what
the
I
thing:
mean? So
you ain't
it's
gotta.
not necessarily,
If
and
you,
I hate that men be like, oh, I'm paying for it anyway, one way or another. No, you're not. No, you're not, because my love language is not getting gifts. So you can be giving me gifts and all of that, and I'm gonna be like, okay. You know what I'm saying?
right?
Because I look at my partners to give me something that I can't give myself.
Yeah.
Right? So I
hmm
can go out and I can buy myself whatever I want. Right?
Yeah.
So me receiving gifts is not a love language for me. I can't come home and hug myself. I can't come
Mhm.
home and kiss myself. I mean, I could go home and watch a movie with myself, but that's boring.
That's
Who
true.
wants to do that? You know
But
what I mean? So yeah.
it is boring, especially when. Here's the thing, and I'm gonna clear this up, and I'm about to get ready to wrap this up because I know you want to do some things. Um, I don't want to take up too much time because I know Byron gonna be dropping more and more gems. He came
Yeah.
at the wrong time. I'm like
Right.
Byron. But anyways, um, it's sort of like this. When you feel like you're by yourself in a relationship, like you said
Yes.
something about the movie, like watching a movie by yourself, and the other person is upstairs in the other direction of the room doing opposite things
Yep.
than you are doing. And it's like, hey, I want to spend that quality time. And they come up with so many excuses. I don't have to deal with that anymore. But like I said, if somebody say, like how we do it,
Yeah.
I learned that I'm not gonna sit here and be like, okay, I want to watch a movie. What can we watch this? And next thing you know, you want to watch a Disney animated film. Well, I don't mind watching it with the kids, no problem.
Exactly.
But I'm not gonna sit here and watch it with you. And the first thing we sit up here and do is sit up here. Hey, let's watch. For example, let's watch Takers. I'm gonna use Takers for an example.
Yeah.
Let's watch Takers. Okay, you watch Takers. You in the middle of it. Next thing you know, you falling asleep. I don't. Like I said, I don't have to deal with that now. One thing that me and Kim have done in this relationship is we take turns picking out movies. We'll do
That's
one.
that's
Yep.
good.
We take turns. It's like, okay, you know what? Let's watch this. If you ever seen this before, no. Okay, then let me show you this. All right, I'm gonna show you.
I like
Boy,
that.
I'm gonna show you Boys in the Hood. You never seen Boys in the Hood? No, it's a very good movie. You ever
Yeah.
seen Do the Right Thing? No, it's a very good movie. Okay, so Kim will say, "Hey, have you ever seen Practical Magic?"
Yeah.
No. All right. Then she said, "It's my turn," and it's my turn. I can hear you. Yes, it is
I
your
know
turn.
that's right. Claim it,
So,
Kim.
have you ever seen Practical Magic? No, I've never seen it. All right, cool. Let me show it to you. Good movie. I never even seen it before. Very good movie. Hey,
Very good
and
movie.
one thing she's a big fan of, and I'm learning it now. Women love this right here, and it's a big thing that they love, and I'm just gonna say it at that. They love romance movies. You have to force yourself to watch these movies, but some things actually in those movies are very good because you'll learn a lot. Like, dang.
Have you seen The Notebook?
Yeah, I love the Notebook.
That is my all-time favorite movie.
Yeah,
Right?
I've seen the Notebook over and over and over again. We
That's my
rewatched it
all-time
again.
favorite movie because it's not and men think that when you say romance, oh, you trying to do a facade and all this other stuff. No. The Notebook is such a great movie because it's honest and it's true and it tells you this man knows this woman, right?
Yeah,
And he loved this woman through and through. Nobody's saying that love has to be perfect because it's not. If anyone says that love is perfect, they're lying to you. It's a facade,
there's no such
right?
thing as perfect.
There's no such thing as perfect. And that's what I tell my boyfriend. I'm not asking you to be perfect. I'm asking you to be you and let me see you for you.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah,
So that's the beauty of the Notebook. It's such a true, genuine movie that when she left that other man for him,
oh yeah, it's real.
okay,
This is real stuff.
he
Like
knew.
people play stupid. Like you're not supposed to do that. No, that's real. If you feel in
Exactly.
your heart that you have true love for a person, now mind you, this girl he met during the
Yeah.
summertime. All
Yes.
right, I'm gonna just talk about it real quick. The summertime. Now, when I hear things like that, you think about out of town lovers. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? And it has happened where you literally met somebody, you like, dang, you actually pretty cool. And you out of town. Now you gotta go back out of town and then you gotta deal with the BS that you dealing with. But
Right.
then you gotta go back home and deal with it. But
Right.
this man kept communication with this girl. This man wrote damn near 365 letters a year to this woman.
Yeah.
A year.
Yeah.
Don't- You know what I'm saying?
He wasn't
He
letting
wrote
up.
notes every single year. He wouldn't let go of his little summertime fling. He was trying to make
Uh-huh.
that summertime fling a real deal.
Hello.
Okay? He stuck with that woman through thick and thin. If anybody has seen the Notebook, he stuck with that woman through thick and thin from her dementia or Alzheimer's. And literally, what happened, Rolanda? Towards the end,
Towards
they
the end.
died hand in hand.
To
Both of
read
them went.
your story over and over, right? And you know that this person is gonna forget it tomorrow.
Oh yeah,
That just that shows something. That shows I want you to remember. I want you to know how much somebody love you,
yeah. And
right?
that's what men. Some men are women and women are scared of that in this generation, the day and age. Everything is such a. Everything is such a. Everything is a joke. Everything is like, oh yeah, well, you got about 4 kids by 4 different people. You got about 5 kids with this person.
Yeah.
You gotta ain't nothing gonna work. It's
Yeah.
that's your inner thoughts just saying you're not trying. You're not willing to try.
Yeah.
You're not willing to try it. You're not willing to. You're not willing to make the sacrifice to, you know, give it a try of being with somebody and marriage. I'm gonna read these comments down here at the bottom. I see Kim said Nicholas Sparks is the shit. I'm pretty sure that's the one that wrote the Notebook.
Hello.
Byron said he got to watch that movie again. I'm gonna read
Yes, you do, Byron.
comments down here. Kim said it showed me that his favorite love story was theirs, and that even if she didn't remember, he would never get tired of telling it. That's right. No one,
Yes.
you never get tired. Here's the thing: what people fail to realize, you can say the story over and over and over again. There's stories for days. I could tell Kim about what I did when I was younger, or what I did when I was in these relationships with such, or how my kids were when they were born, and what
Yeah.
time they were born, and you keep telling the same stories
Yeah.
over and over and over, and
Yeah.
if Kim loses, Lord forbid, Kim loses her memory, right? And she goes, I don't remember how. Well, tell me this again. And I tell it again and tell it
Yeah.
again and tell it again and tell it again. Oh, man, saying it again.
But the beauty of it
It's
all
the
is
beauty of it.
ultimately seeing the joy that that person still have seeing, you know, hearing that story,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like it's their first time ever hearing it. You
Oh,
know
yeah.
that it's not, but the
Mm-hmm.
joy that they feel, right? And
Mm-hmm.
so, for instance, right, like my boyfriend, and I tell him this all the time. My boyfriend don't like that I have cats. He don't like my cats. Okay. But I tell him all the time, like my cats, they're a part of me for a totally different reason.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's like me saying, you have children, and the amount of children that you have is past what I wanted to accept in the first place.
Right.
Right? But I love you, so I know for a fact that I have to love your children.
That's it. Exactly.
You know what
You
I
have to
mean? So
accept them. Yep.
it kind of all go hand in hand.
I mean, you got to deal. Here's the thing: when you got somebody that has kids as a male, you got to deal with the good, the bad, and the ugly earth
Yes,
of
you
women.
do.
You
Yes,
have
you
to
do.
deal with it, and you have to be strong through it all. You
Yes,
know
you
what I'm
do.
saying? I don't care if that girl sit up there and tell you you ain't getting your kid. I don't want her around, and all that. That's when you say, okay, you know what? That's fine. Go to court over it.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the thing, right? I'm the type of woman. I'm like, you gonna get your baby.
Mm-hmm.
We gonna get your baby. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? Because I
Yeah.
know I know my man. He love his kids.
Oh yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
A
So
man, if you love your children, here's the thing. If you love your kids, no matter what the situation is, because now you're gonna make me reach out to my babies. But
reach out to them babies.
um, but when it come down to the kids are the innocent factor of the whole
Yes.
entire thing of this whole thing.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? They are an innocent factor. People don't realize that. Some women don't realize that they feel like they hurting you. You're not hurting me. You're hurting the
No.
kids at the end of the day.
Exactly. And like I told my man, I said, let me tell you something. I look at it as, yes, I don't have children, but I'm dating someone with children, so
Right.
therefore I have children. You understand what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So
Sounds
I'm
like a
looking at
Kim
it like
situation.
I'm not coming into the situation trying to be messy or trying to be none of that. I'm looking at it as, okay, I'm a third parent. I'm in here for the long haul trying to see what can we do ultimately to make this baby life better.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So that's that's really the importance of it all. To me,
Yeah.
that trumps everything. I don't care what y'all arguing about. I don't, because ultimately what y'all arguing about is between y'all, and it's because of a fair relationship. To be
Yeah.
honest,
It's dead.
right?
And people hold on. Here's the thing. Another thing, and I'm gonna make this quick because man, we've been on it. Get
Man,
going. Yeah, and I'm gonna say this off the rip, and I don't care how many people take it the wrong way or whatever may have you. You cannot hold on to dead weight.
hello.
You cannot hold on to dead weight. I don't care if you've been married for 20 years. I don't care if you've been married for 40 years. I don't care. You cannot hold on to dead weight.
No,
If
you cannot.
someone is literally tearing you down as an individual, then you need to suck it up and say, you know what? I don't need this in my life. I need to leave. Because
Correct.
trust me, there's somebody that's going to be better for you
Correct.
at the end of the
Correct.
road. At
I
the end of the
agree.
road. At the end of the road, you gonna find somebody that's gonna be better for the long run. And if it's meant for you to be by yourself.
Yeah, you probably
You know,
need it.
you need to be by yourself. Gotta learn
Yeah.
some things. You
Yeah.
know, so it don't matter how. Just like if the person is not meeting you halfway and they just kind of like, oh, okay, I'm set in my ways type deal, then you need to leave. You know,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
need to leave. And
I agree.
and there's no need to get on the phone and complain about how such and such is doing me like this and how this is that. And this generation does it.
Oh,
I'm tired of this, and they get on Facebook. I'm tired of my man. Let me tell you about my baby daddy. Let me tell you about my baby mama. It gets old.
and that's another thing. Like, I'm very open, right? Obviously, I'm doing a podcast, so I'm very open. But I also, and this is a thing that my man don't understand. I also know the value of still keeping certain things private,
Yeah,
right? So you can be open, but you
keep your
also
stuff
have to know
private.
how to keep certain things private,
You have to
right?
keep your stuff private.
Exactly.
Because ain't
So
nobody gonna need everybody don't need to know I'm arguing today. Everybody don't need to know I'm arguing yesterday and I'm still
because
dragging this till tomorrow.
it happens.
Hmm.
If you don't argue in your relationship, you need to reevaluate your relationship.
That's true. You do need to reevaluate it. Now,
And
here's the
that's just
thing.
honest.
If you get into an argument with somebody, now here's the thing. There's a such thing as peace.
Yes.
There's a such thing as peace. But like you said, arguments do make the relationship stronger. I'm
Yes.
not saying argue every single day. Then
No.
you ain't gonna do nothing but push that person away. But if you
Right.
arguing once a month or whatever may have you, you get into it with somebody. Now here's the thing I learned. Back then, I wake up and be mad at you the next day, the third day, the fourth day, the fifth day until
Yeah.
you apologize. In my relationship now, it ain't gonna take me no more than probably about 5 or 10 minutes, and we good.
Literally. Literally. I could be in the house, right? And I'm just like irritated, but I love my man. You understand what I'm saying? So
Mhm,
I'm like, oh, let me just go talk to him. Let me just go explain where I'm coming from, like my side of it all. Right?
mhm,
So, like I tell him, I believe in individuality in a relationship. It's
mhm,
very important.
mhm.
Right? Just because we're together don't mean that we have to agree on everything. It don't
We don't.
mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, for instance, my man is in a different political party than me. Okay, so that there is enough turmoil in
I'll
that.
tell you like this: I'm not into politics. Me and Kim will bag away from politics like it's
We are
nobody's
in we,
business.
and I wasn't going to ask him, right? But he asked me, and we're in a totally different political party. I
Mhm.
respect that because you have the right to individuality,
That's true.
right? Just don't come thinking that your feelings have to be put on me, because now that's where we have a problem, because I'm not trying to force my feelings on you.
Right.
You
Yep.
understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, and it's just like I say, I'm a huge advocate for having individuality in a relationship,
That's
because
true.
I feel like, in a sense, that's what makes you come home and appreciate what you have at home.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna leave it like this. Tony Braxton said it best. Love should have
Hello,
brought you home last night. So
hello,
I'm gonna put it at best.
hello.
Tony Braxton said, I'm gonna repeat it one more time. Tony Braxton said, "Love should have brought you home last night."
That's
Kim,
right. And then, and that's another thing, right? My man is always like, I don't get it. I come home, I don't be, and I'm like, right, but you come home and you don't do anything, right? Granted, he does nothing more than come home from work. That's it. Goes to work, he comes home, that's it. And I'm like, but I need a little bit more, because I need time. I need my me time with you.
mm-hmm.
I need to put my phone
I
down and you
need
put your phone down, and we just sitting there and we just
exactly.
loving each other, and that's just it.
That's
You
called
know what I'm saying?
communication. Put
That's
that
it.
phone down. Put that phone down. Sit, talk, chill. You talk about each other's day, and that's what
Intimacy,
it's
true
called. That
intimacy.
man, look here.
True intimacy is
What
a
I
mother.
what did I
Okay?
just hold on? If Kevin's in the comment chat, what did I just tell you 2 days ago about intimacy? Didn't I
People
just say
think,
the
and
same
this is
thing?
the thing, right? People think intimacy is just sex. No, it's not. Right? Intimacy, like, I look at my parents,
It's
right?
part of it. That's
I look at
part.
my parents, and my parents, they know each other through and through. That's intimacy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's
I
true.
want to be able, I want to be able to hear something that my partner's saying and be like, oh, I know that rubbed him the wrong way. Oh, I know that made him happy. You know what I'm saying? Oh, let me talk to you. How was your day? You understand what I'm saying? Let
That's
I'm
intimacy.
cooking. I'm cooking dinner. I want, and I always say this, right? I want my man to come home to feel like this is my place of peace. This is my sanctuary.
Yup.
You understand? I don't
Come
never
on.
want him to come home and feel like, oh my God, I'm home. I hate it here. No, because I
Hey,
know
you ain't lying, Rolanda. It's been them times. Now
if
I'm gonna be
my
honest with
man,
you.
if my man was here, he would probably say, "Oh, she don't understand the struggles of a black man." No, I don't. But at the end of the day, I know that it's hard for you out there,
It is.
and I want you to come home and feel like, "Huh, I made it home."
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I want you to have that relief, and I want you to feel like I made it home to my baby. At the end of the day, I'm here tomorrow so I can provide for my children.
True.
That's what
Yep.
I want.
That's what
You
you
know what I'm
want. You,
saying? Even if we're not talking, if we're not in a good place, you know that you're gonna have food on that stove. You know you're gonna have food on that fucking plate. You understand what I'm saying?
mm-hmm.
And you know that no matter what, my baby got me, and I know I made it home. I made it across that threshold, and that's just that.
Mm-hmm. That's all
And
that
that's what
matters.
I want.
And here's the thing: what we do is, we are labeled as the providers of the home.
Yeah,
Yes, we are. But at the end of the day, we do come home and we do be exhausted. There's
yeah,
days, we put up with so much stuff. But like I said, just like when you said something like this. You want this place to come. You want him to know this is my place of home and
I
peace,
made it.
and this, and I made it home.
Yes,
And that's what this generation lacks it so much
yeah,
that they kind of like, okay, yeah, you go to work, and I need you to do this, and I need you to do that. And then you come home, they complaining the whole entire time. But see, that's why I said that's not peace. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? When I come home, the first thing I get is, how was your day?
yeah,
What happened?
yeah.
How was wow? What happened today?
What
You
happened?
know. Well, I'm gonna
What
tell you
happened
about my
today?
day. You let and that's key of communication. Then you talk about maybe something that might have been funny. You talk about something that, hey, what we gonna do this weekend, or hey, what are we planning on doing for the next few months ahead? You know what I'm saying? And, well, I want to do this here. Okay, let's try to get some money saved up for this here.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Well, let's try to do that instead of just saying, well, we need to save money. Okay, well, we save money for it. No one is mentioning that anymore. Everybody kind of
Right.
just say, we need to save money. We need to save money for what? What are we saving money for? What are we
Or
doing? How are we doing this? You're not explaining to me what are we doing. We're just saving
yeah,
money. What are we
yeah,
doing?
yeah,
That's what this. And then they get mad. Well, you know what? It's what never had this problem. You're not explaining to me that's what this generation lacks at.
yes,
Really, really bad.
yes,
Really bad. You're only
yes,
gonna find selective few that say, "Hey, I want to save up for a car."
yeah,
Okay. Hey, I want to save up for a new washing machine and dryer. Let's be honest. We're in our 30s. We
yeah.
ain't thinking about going, let's save some money and let's go out to party and go splurge it all. No.
That's
Hey,
not
I
what
want
it's
to
for.
right. Hey, I want to save my money up and I want to try to get this roof fixed in our house.
Yeah,
Okay. I want to try to save our money up. Hey, let's take the kids on a trip. Okay.
yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
I want to save my money. There's a thing now date wise. Okay, yeah. Hey, there's this real cool place in Chicago that I've been trying to try for the longest
Mm-hmm.
time. Or, I want to try this out. Let's try to get some money for that.
Yeah,
That's saving money.
yeah,
Hey, what
yeah.
is your goals for the next
Let's figure
future?
this out together.
Right. What is your goals for the
Together.
future?
Yeah,
I don't know. And females, I'm gonna be honest with you, females do have that hint, like, I don't know.
yeah.
And they do this. You
And you
know what
know
that
what?
means, right? We've been together for almost 3 or 4 years. What is the next move you planning on doing? Because I'm not gonna wait another 5 years and you tell me, oh, I want to get married. By that time, they done. They
And
tired.
I feel like my current boyfriend, he's the one that feels like, so we've had that conversation, right? And it's like, oh, a time frame is not there because sometimes you can move too soon and you just don't know.
That's
People
true.
can switch up on you, right?
Yup. Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like, I'm not waiting forever. I do want to be remarried. This is a fact because I feel like I made a damn good wife. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, and I'm not gonna wait around for you to be ready to be married or whatever the case may be. Right? We're in our 30s at the
Yup.
end of the day,
Yeah.
and I feel like I give you a great representation of what a wife looks like, what a wife should be, what a wife could be.
Right.
Right. So at the end of the day, I'm encouraging all my sisters out there to understand that if you know what you bring to the table, it's okay to say, no, I'm not waiting for X, Y, and Z. Because some men will say you have to go through it. I had a guy, for instance, right? I was dealing with him for a year.
Mm-hmm.
A whole year. We had never been on a date. And that's that's something that I look at myself and I question, how did I allow that? Because how are you dealing with someone for a year and you never went on a date, but yet this man is telling you that you have to have a baby for him to take you serious?
Okay. You
You see
saw
what
my
I'm
face.
saying? And he's cut off for that very reason because who do you think I am?
Right. You're not, no one is easy. Here's the thing also, and I'm gonna break this down real quick to women. It's not easy to have children. So people think it's all handy dandy. It's this. I got it first time for being a first time parent.
No.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I got 3 kids. I got an almost 12-year-old on August 23rd. I'm damn near, look here. I got some whites growing up underneath here. So that should tell you something. Look here. I done been around, you know what I'm saying? But some women, on the other hand, they think it's easy. It's not. It's some things are not easy and some things aren't hard. It's just common sense. But you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, if you prepare yourself to be, a wife or a husband, you have to, mentally prepare yourself for those things. I like Rolanda said, she was once married before. I was once engaged. Now I'm gonna tell you something. I was engaged, I'm gonna be honest, for 7 years. That's a
Oof.
long, that's a long time.
That's a stretch.
That's a long time. There's no way a person should be married for I mean, not married. There's no way that a person should be engaged for 7 years, and the first thing they're doing is giving you excuses after excuses after
Hello.
excuses after
Yeah.
excuses after excuses after excuses. And here it is, you working on yourself, and they and beyond, they're not doing anything to better themselves. So
Right.
basically, like you said about the selfish part, selfishness, and here it is, you doing everything you can, but they just, I'm gonna wait,
Yeah.
I'm gonna wait.
Yeah.
I'm gonna wait. And by that time,
Hmm.
somebody didn't got their attention because it's like, you know what? I ain't got time for this. I don't
Because
have
I know what
time.
I bring to the table. I'm a
Mm-hmm.
dope female. You understand what I'm saying? I'm a dope woman. So if you can't understand it, somebody else gonna understand it.
Oh yeah. And that's what I mean by the fed up part. This is where we come back to fed up, and we're about to close with this. With the fed up part, when I say this about men and women, what I mean by fed up, men can only take so much and women can only take so much.
Yeah.
If you're not trying to move on to the next level and you just tired of repeating yourself, you feel like that record just keeps right on repeating itself, repeating
Yeah.
itself, repeating itself, repeating itself, and just keep right on. You know how a CD just
Yeah.
skips, and it just keeps repeating the same line, the same line. Okay, you know what? I'm done. I'm
Yeah.
done. And then the
Yeah.
next thing you know, that person, when they kind of know you done, because at this point it's kind of like, okay, wait, this person not doing this no
It's
more.
not the same person.
They not doing,
Yeah.
they're not calling me like they used to. They're
Yeah.
not, they're not, they're not they're not talking to me like they, wait a minute, hold on, what's going on? So
Yeah.
now at the last minute, here it is. Hey, hey, how was your day?
Yeah.
Somebody else got their attention.
Yeah.
Somebody else got their attention.
That's
At
a
the end of the
fact.
day, yep, because at the end of the day, somebody done won that man's heart over or a woman's heart over, and it's like, hey, I've tried this with you. Somebody
Yeah.
else got it.
Yeah.
Somebody else got it. That's what happens
Yeah.
when you open doors and let, you know what I'm saying, when you let people into your life and they literally
Yeah.
see, like, okay, you know what? I see something ain't right here. What's
Yep.
going on? And
Yep.
next thing you know, they come along. And it might be a bad person and it might be a good person. Now, there's some
Yeah.
good people out here that literally be like, you know what? I've seen you go through too much.
Yeah.
Let me show you what it's like on this side.
Yep.
Sure enough,
Yep.
they get with them. Another person is upset. But that's their
Mm-hmm.
fault. You can't blame
Mm-hmm.
nobody but yourself.
Hello. Clock that T.
That's it. And then speaking of tea, I have that right here. But other than that, in closing, look, this was a very good episode. I'm pretty sure Byron is he kind of chimed in and chimed out, but I know he said he had to work. So shout out to Byron. Rolanda, it was very good to have you online. Look, it was a lot of fun. Thank you so
Yes.
much. Happy birthday once again.
Thank you.
You just turned, like I said, 31. That's a game changer. Look, 31, it goes. It'll
I don't have no
come
time to play.
and it'll go.
Okay.
Trust and believe me, I was 31 yesterday. So I was 31 yesterday. I'm now
Oh, I'm not trying to
35.
play.
I'm trying my best not to knock on 36's door, but I ain't got no time left. I'm like, look,
Hey, you
hey,
there?
I'm there. I'm cool. I'm chilling. And if anybody got a problem with that, oh well.
Oh
Hey,
well.
I don't like being 30. I don't like this, how this feel. But yeah, and Byron did say happy birthday. I see Byron down there in the comments. Happy
Thank
birthday, Byron.
you, Byron.
So yeah, you will be seeing, if you do decide, we will be seeing you tomorrow, because
Yes.
hopefully Byron don't chime out on me and I'll be like, okay, Byron, I'm at your door. Oh no, bro, I saw that came up. No, you coming? It's been too long. We going to this picnic and we're gonna shake hands
Yes.
with people. I like to see
Yes.
some of my classmates. I like to see other classes. I like to see some of my friends I might have not seen since I seen them, man. So,
I'm a
and
slide. I'm a slide.
this time it won't be a funeral. So,
That's
but
right.
before we go, I want to say rest in peace to Malcolm Jamal Warner from the Cosby Show. That hit me like a ton of bricks when he passed away on
Man,
Monday. I was shocked. I had to fight tears. I was like, man, that was my dude.
it was
It's
unexpected.
Theo Huxtable, man. That was a real
Yes.
good. He was a real good actor.
Yes.
I grew up. My parents definitely grew up watching the Cosby Show. So
Yeah.
watching Theo,
One of
and
my favorite shows.
yeah, watching Theo, how even if you watch the reruns, from his shirt to the earring
Man,
episode,
to
and
the episode where he trying to live off $1,000.
for $1,000, that
Yes.
he had the $1,000. He had his life plan, and
Okay.
and you know what Bill Cosby said towards the end? He said, "You gonna have a girlfriend?" He said, "Yeah." He took that buddy.
Go.
Go. I said, look, that is life, y'all. If he really did not explain life, that was life. And
Okay. Yes.
that brother, just watching him on the television screen, it was like you kind of lost somebody that you really grew up with. Like they could have been a part of your household. It kind of hit me like how Uncle Phil passed away on the Fresh Prince.
Yeah, like a real part of the family.
Like a real part of the family. It was like, dang, this dude was a part of our family. So rest in peace, Malcolm Jamal Warner, and and his wife and his kids. My condolences to them as well. So
definitely.
All right. But other than that, Rolanda, have a great night.
Thank you.
You be safe out there. Please drink responsibly.
I definitely will. I have a driver.
All right. We will definitely see you tomorrow at the picnic.
Yes, I can't wait to see you.
All right, can't wait to see you either. We're gonna bring Kim. We're gonna bring her in. We're gonna bring her in right.
That's right.
All right. See you later.
All right. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye. All right, y'all. That was Rolanda Crawford here on the CMB Radio Show. Next month, I don't know yet, but I do want to give y'all an album review. Me and Byron have been talking about it for some time. We are wanting to do the Bobby Brown, finally B Brown. We got a Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis and L.A. Reid and Babyface going on here. We do have some Teddy Riley in this too, but we do want to talk about Bobby Brown's Don't Be Cruel album. We do want to give you a review on that. And also, if you haven't checked out some of the mixes on the Mixcloud, www.mixcloud.com, follow me at CMB Radio 219. I do have some Westside Alumni weekend mixes up there. They just came out yesterday and today, and I will have one out, I believe, tonight. I probably will put out one tonight as well. And also, if you haven't subscribed to our channels, please subscribe to the CMB Radio right here. If it's your first time checking it out, first time tapping in, subscribe to us. We do subscribe back. We do follow back. And also, I do have the DJ CP3 Reacts page. I'm also going to be putting some more cassette tapes. I've kind of been falling off. I just been having a lot of things going on mentally. I will be putting some more cassette tapes on there, analogs. And also, I will be doing my own personal album reviews as well. All right. So other than that, we're going to have a good weekend. And if you're going to the picnic, if you're from Northwest Indiana, Gary, Indiana, 219, if you're going to the Westside Alumni Picnic, I hope to see y'all. Please, if you are going out tonight, I know it's Saturday, please put the guns down. We don't want to hear about nobody getting killed on our timelines this weekend. We don't want to hear about no violence, none of that stuff. And also, if you are drinking, which I'm pretty sure I'm going to be partaking in a drink tonight just to have a little celebration myself, please drink responsibly. And also, if you're driving, please get a designated driver. We want you to return home to your families, and we want you to return home. If you're coming from out of town, we want you to return home safely to your destination as well. Y'all have a great night. This is Chris P here for the CMB Radio Show. Good night, everyone.